Absolute dominant performance by Kevin Durant wields the Phoenix Suns to get their 5th straight win against a young, scrappy OKC team. I'll take that win any day of the week. Alright everybody, welcome back in. Now, before we get started on this post-game reaction here, Phoenix Suns versus the OKC Thunder, definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Phoenix Suns content. On the road to 12K, ladies and gentlemen, can't do it without you guys. Also follow me on all my social platforms. Everything will be in a link in the description of this video. Let's get started here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about this very, very good win for the Phoenix Suns. Now, before you get, you kind of jump the gun and say, well, the Thunder isn't that good. OKC has a lot of good young pieces over there, right? Jalen Williams, SGA. You also have Giddey over there as well. So you got some really good young pieces over there in, Oklahoma City. I think it's just a matter of time. Maybe in a couple years, they'll definitely be contenders. Now, they're trying to fight for their own play-in spot, maybe even a playoff spot. There is, about 4 games left for everybody. I guess just really depending on their schedule. So they're going to be giving their full effort. And I'm so glad that the Phoenix Suns played a team like this because OKC is a team that's young, scrappy, and they do not stop. They do not give up. Even if they're down by 15 with 4 minutes left, they're going to give you their full effort 100% of the time. And this is exactly the test I'm glad that the Phoenix Suns had to endure before we actually make it into the playoffs. Now, right now, we got 4 games left. We got the Spurs. We got the Denver Nuggets. We also got the Lakers and then the Clippers. I believe that's how we end off the regular season. But overall, great performance here from the Phoenix Suns just as a team in general. Let me give some big shout outs here to the other side before we talk about the Phoenix Suns. SGA, man, this guy is a star in the making. 39 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Just a dominant performance, man. This guy is as good as it gets. Also, Josh Giddey as well. 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 16 points on his own. So definitely go ahead and, obviously shout out to them. Kudos to them and giving their best efforts. But they ran into a Phoenix Suns team that now has a healthy Kevin Durant and looks to now have a healthy DeAndre Ayton. Now, I believe in the last post game, we ended up talking about DeAndre Ayton has not kind of come back to the form that we all kind of want him to be at. But as of right now, DeAndre Ayton this is good. This is what we want to see from DeAndre Ayton, right? We don't care about the assists. The rebounds is what we're really caring about. He had 11 rebounds this game and 19 points for our big man. So definitely a huge performance here from DeAndre Ayton. Devin Booker also had another good game. We also had Kevin Durant. I'm not going to call that a good. I'm going to call it a dominant performance by Kevin Durant. 35 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists to his own, man. He had a dominant performance, and honestly, I'm so glad that he waited to this game to really kind of shine out because OKC is one of those teams that is not going to stop. So overall, a huge performance here from the Phoenix Suns. Now, I also want to give one other big shout out here to the block that Kevin Durant did on SGA when there was I believe it was a steal from the OKC and they gave it to SGA, and then out of nowhere, Kevin Durant comes up and knocks that ball out of SGA's hand. Just an overall huge game whenever we needed anybody, right? Kevin Durant was there to kind of wield this Phoenix Suns to win because this could have gone any which way. Now, yes, if you look at the scoreboard, we just won by 10 points, right? And if you take a look at the records, you're going to be like, oh, well, they didn't do so well against a struggling team. I see OKC, and I respect that team. I truly do. They got a lot of young talent, and they do not care who they're playing or who they're going up against. So definitely, this is a huge win here from the Phoenix Suns. Now, let's continue to talk about Chris Paul. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. I think overall, this was probably one of the best performances as an entire team for the Phoenix Suns. Now, one of the best things that I like about what we have going on, and now that everybody's getting healthier, is that now we're starting to see what our Phoenix Suns roster can look like without having to worry about, well, Devin Booker's sitting, right? When Devin Booker's, getting rest, we don't have the people out here to make those points. Now we got Kevin Durant, ladies and gentlemen. Now we got DeAndre Ayton coming back to his peak form. Now we got Chris Paul looking like CP3 point guard again, right? That's exactly what I'm really excited about. Now our bench did decent, right? I mean, we got Landry Shamet with 7 points. We got TJ Warren with 6 points. Cameron Payne with 5 points. So, they did good, right? Even Ish Wainwright, got involved as well. I mentioned before in the last video that we're not really seeing a lot of Chuck Landale, which it's very unfortunate because I really do like Chuck Landale, but honestly, Bismack Biyombo, 3 points, 7 rebounds, not really a dominant performance, but hey, when you don't have a dominant performance, you got your counterpart doing the dirty work, right? Like DeAndre Ayton, and I do believe he actually had a very, very good game to his own as well. So absolutely a great performance here from the Phoenix Suns. I'm actually really excited. Like literally, this game got me going. I was like, let's freaking go, especially because of that block from Kevin Durant on SGA. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you guys are feeling so far. How do you feel about this Phoenix Suns team now that we're getting back to now that we're coming to our own and starting to get healthier and healthier as the regular season dwindles down? Let me know in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, have a great rest of your day and go Suns.